What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Gonna talk about Kawhi Leonard of the Toronto Raptors. Has just declined the $21.3 million option for next season with the Toronto Raptors. That means that he is opting out of his contract next year with the Toronto Raptors to become a free agent. This was anticipated by a lot of people that that's what he was going to do. Some people, a few people were saying that maybe Kawhi would, opt into his one-year contract that he has left with the Toronto Raptors and kind of kick the can down the road and maybe decide on his free agent future after next year when the Toronto Raptors have a chance to repeat. But that's not what he's going to do. He's going to opt out of his contract and become a free agent. A lot of executives around the league are saying that the Toronto Raptors are the favorite. I think maybe last week people were saying that some people were saying that the Los Angeles Clippers might be the front runner, but no, the Toronto Raptors are the front runner. The Kawhi Leonard is going to sit down with multiple teams, I believe. I think he's going to sit down with the Philadelphia 76ers. He's going to sit down with the Los Angeles Clippers, and he possibly could sit down with the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks. But the Toronto Raptors, because he's comfortable with the direction that the organization is going in, how can you not be not comfortable after coming off NBA championship? But he's comfortable with the direction they're going. They've made him feel very welcome this past season. He was able to sit out a lot of games, for load management. He ended up playing 60 games, and he ended up still being hobbled, especially in that Milwaukee series. But it seemed like in the Golden State series, he was able to get more healthy, and I think that was due to the schedule that the NBA Finals had. As you know, every game had a 3-day break. Outside of Game 3 and Game 4, when it was Wednesday, Friday, every game had a 3-day break. You had Thursday, Sunday, Friday, Monday. So he had those 3-day breaks, and he was able to capitalize on that, coming in that series more healthy than he was when they were playing Milwaukee in the Milwaukee series, when they were probably playing every other day, and that kind of took its toll as far as him being hobbled in that series. They were able to pull that series out anyway. But again, Kawhi Leonard has opted out of his final year of his contract with the Toronto Raptors to become a free agent. And again, the Toronto Raptors are the front runner to re-sign him. The Toronto Raptors can offer him that 5th year, and that could be another $40 million added on to his contract that other teams won't be able to pay him. So that could come into play with Kawhi's decision. He's had injury issues in the past. He had injury issues actually last year. Like I said, in the Eastern Conference Final, he was dealing with I think tendonitis in his knees. So maybe he would look to maybe they might make Toronto, besides other reasons, make Toronto Raptors the favorite to re-sign him. They can offer him that 5th year, other teams can't, and they can offer him more guaranteed money. Which when you look at Kawhi Leonard's injury issues in the past with the Spurs, that might make the Toronto Raptors the favorite to land him, because he'd be looking to get the guaranteed money, that he's going to get regardless, and be looking to get the guaranteed money, the longer term guaranteed money with the Toronto Raptors that he won't get with other teams. So the players, all that's gonna go into Kawhi Leonard's thinking where he's gonna re-sign it next year. So we'll see what happens, man. But again, Kawhi Leonard has opted out of his contract with the Toronto Raptors for $21.3 million to become a free agent. We'll see. July 1st is the first day that NBA players can sign with teams. So it's probably gonna be a lot of movement going on that day. And we'll see, man. He would potentially probably be the first domino to fall, because he is the #1 free agent on the market. And I think once that domino fall, a lot of other players. Well, he could be. He might wait, but I think I don't think it's gonna get dragged out. I don't think it's gonna be a long dragged out thing. I think he's gonna meet with the team, and I think he's gonna come to a decision shortly after. That's just my opinion on what's gonna happen. But we'll see what happens, man. But the NBA free agent starts July the 1st, and we'll see where a lot of these players land. Players like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Kemba Walker, we'll see where those guys go at. You know, those are probably the top names in NBA free agency. So we'll see what happens. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Just giving you a quick breaking news, man. Kawhi Leonard has opted out of his final year with the Toronto Raptors, become a free agent, and the Toronto Raptors are believed to be the front runner to re-sign him. And the number one reason is, like I said, the guaranteed money, the guaranteed fifth year, and they're able to offer him more than any other team able to offer him, provided with that fifth year. Again, this is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.